Hello, friends. Welcome back. I don't even know how to describe this video. So many strange things happened in this trial today, from hilarious to jaw-dropping to whatever. So I don't know. I don't even know what I'm going to title this thing. But first off, we're going to watch a ping pong match. Sorry, again, Tennessee in May. A ping pong match with the cat lady. This is just weird. Okay, so watch. This woman right here is talking. She is, she's got to be like this person's like right hand, okay? The woman that's been kind of like handing it to Amber. But what she starts talking, watch the cat lady, like, just watch. Back, forth, 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 back, forth. Look at that. What is that? What is that? Back and look at this, back and forth and back and forth. Like, it is like she's talking, so I can see her looking at her while she's talking. But looking at the judge back and forth, like, look at this, back and forth. She didn't even look right there. She didn't even really take time to even look at her right here. She just glance and then go right back to the judge. Listen, it's freaking weird. Back and forth. Like, now she's talking. She's not even looking at her anymore. She's looking straight at the judge. Back and forth. Back and I don't know. I don't even know what to call that. Okay, I do not know. Right? Then hang on. I got another one. Okay, and this is the redirect, right? So her side is going to get to now redirect Amber Heard after Johnny Depp's side has cross-examined her, right? So first, her side, questions her. Then Johnny's side cross-examines her. Then after she's done, Cat Lady gets to come back up and redirect her, okay? If you miss this, you're not watching this trial and you're only getting highlights. I hope that you run into this one or you've seen it. This is some of the funniest freak. Remember, Amber Heard has hired this team to represent her, okay? So we're not talking Cracker Jacks ambulance chasers here, or I wouldn't think. These are lawyers, been lawyers for a long time. The woman that's apparently acting like the lead attorney here, she has been in a few, I would say quite a few courthouses in her time. So she knows what leading is and hearsay is. Well, we know her side objected to hearsay. I don't know how many times when Depp was up on the stand. But like, the cat lady gets so frustrated, like she probably just gives up. But she is on point. This Camille lady, she has got her pegged and she just drives her nuts. It's so funny that one of Depp's security members actually gets up and has to walk out of the court and he's laughing so hard. And I don't know, he's laughing at this. I mean, Johnny Depp's other security guy might have cracked the joke. But look, we're just going to watch this. This is
Ms. Heard, did Ms. Van Ray come out after that article came in and make a public statement it was false?
Of course she did. Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
I should be at least
Overruled.
Thank you.
That's about the only one she gets in.
Of course she did.
Okay. Now, let's talk about the TMZ alerted. Explain to the jury what you meant by the TMZ was alerted.
So when you make these kind of filings, meaning divorce, marriage, things.
No, we call that a Freudian slip. Why do you think she went to this weird face rubbing incident where she let that fly out of her mouth and then she started weirdly rubbing her face? It was the weirdest shit I've ever seen.
Like that, they are public record.
I don't know.
And so when I filed for divorce, I asked my team to file in the most discreet way, literally to put it up being missed by outlets.
Let's get to the funny part.
Of her going to run the story to clarify, to find out in that sort of context online.
And who had connections to TMZ?
Objection calls for speculation.
Do you know?
I do know. Johnny and I spoke about it.
Your Honor, calls for speculation.
The objection. Did Ms.
See what she just did there? This is why she's slimy as hell. She objects the attorney knows better. She doesn't even wait for the judge to rule on the objection before she tries to hurry up. She hurries up and tries to get out an answer, and she tries to roll on with another question before the objection is even ruled upon. It's so snaky and slimy. It is like Heard side knows they're losing this shit. So they're like, listen, Hail Mary, bitch. We're going to try and get these answers out. I'm just going to fling them. You just answer it. We hope the jury hears it, and cross your fingers and toes.
No.
I do know. Johnny
Your
and I
Honor,
just spoke about
Your
it.
Honor, calls for speculation.
Look at this.
Did Mr. Depp tell you about who had connections with TMZ?
Yes, we talked about it. His lawyer, Laura Wasser.
Okay. Now, I'm going to start at the very beginning process in July, correct?
That was
Objection leading.
the first one.
Sustained. Okay.
Kissed me again, held me. I cried.
I don't know what happened here. The jumping is this Law and Crime. It's not me. They must have had some like bandwidth issues or whatever.
He cried, and then we had a short exchange, and he put a note in my pocket that said, "I'll love you dead or alive."
Can Defendants Exhibit 1581L? I'm sorry? Oh.
Now look, here we go for the 7 million sidebar. I believe this right here is running, linebacker for the photographer trying to get over Johnny Depp's shoulder to take a picture of what he's drawing or what he's writing. She's been doing this. We've talked about that before. You're going to have Snatch Head up here. Trust me, she gets hot from not being able to get these like questions in. It is so flippin' hilarious. Okay. But remember, this is a seasoned attorney, supposedly, that's representing Amber Heard. They know. Well, what's scary to me is
tell the jury.
Does it mean that she's been able to get this shit by in other courtrooms? Does this mean she's used to getting away with this? And anybody that has to go to court, go to trial, should be worried about that shit.
What the coaster was that he slipped into your pocket, what it said.
He said, "I love you forever, my Slim, dead or alive."
And what, if anything, did it have in addition?
We don't have a coaster. We don't have any. Remember, this is Miss Take a Picture of every damn thing. Take a picture of everything. But she don't have there's no coaster. This is all just, oh, yep. You know what? Johnny Depp, he slipped me the pink slip, the land ownership of that island. Y'all didn't know this, but I own Johnny Depp's island. I don't have any pictures or proof of that, but y'all come hang out with me this summer. It's going to be, y'all going to have to get there yourself. And, I've got to go fund me to buy the thing, but I own it.
His new phone number.
I got Johnny Depp's phone number too.
And to be, just so we're clear, on how many occasions in that second mediation did Mr. Depp look you in the eye?
Many.
Okay. And when Ms. Vasquez asked you if you knew why Mr. Depp couldn't or wouldn't look you in the eye here or in the UK, you said, yes, you know. Why? Please tell the jury why.
Because he's guilty. Because he knows he's lying. Otherwise, why can't he look at me? I survived.
Oh my Lord. Why are you, that's narcissistic. I'm to tell you, self-entitled shit. He won't look at me because he's guilty, because I survived. We have the audio tape of her admitting starting physical fights with him, but she's a survivor.
That man, and I'm here, and I'm able to look at him.
Now watch, he mouths this. He wants the world to see him say, I don't want to.
I survived that man, and I'm here, and I'm able to look at him.
I don't want to.
Thank
and
you.
says it again.
You were asked about a bruise that was on your arm from March 15, 2013. Do you recall how long before the picture you had sustained that bruise?
I do.
How long?
2 weeks.
You were asked a number of times by Ms. Vasquez if you took pictures from your incidents earlier in the relationship.
Yes.
Why didn't you?
Trigger finger right here.
Something I started doing only kind of incidentally. You know, I was commenting to my best friend. I was looking for support from my mom, things like that. There was, I'm ashamed to say, never a thought that this would happen. I mean, not until December and my best friend taking pictures of me to capture it that wasn't even a thing.
It has been suggested by Ms. Vasquez to you in your questions that you didn't tell anyone about the abuse until the TRO. Is that true?
Objection, Your Honor. Leading.
All right. What if any? All right. Who did you tell?
Right there says she knows she's leading because she goes, all right, she's just hoping that this woman doesn't catch them all.
About the abuse during the time it was happening.
Objection, Your Honor.
That's
Leading
not offered to.
and hearsay.
Sustained.
Your Honor, it's prior consistent statements.
Now listen to her argue with the judge. I'm going to tell you something. If I was that judge, I would be so beyond pissed at this point. She's sitting there at the podium arguing with the judge on her own ruling.
And hearsay.
Sustained.
Your Honor, it's prior consistent statements.
It's leading. It's sustained. Next question.
Okay. What, if anything, did you tell to anyone about the abuse?
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
I'll sustain
Your
the
Honor,
objection.
Your Honor, may I approach?
That's fine.
What, if anything, did you tell anyone? Listen, okay. There was this person. I was walking into Walmart and next to the daggum apricots, and I just blurted out, "He beat the shit out of me." Does that work? Like, what? You know, fast forward to this because she sidebars the hell out. They're eating up their own time, by the way. They're doing this crap. Now look at these two. They're like, oh my Lord, what in the absolute hell is going on here? This lady, does this work? What is she thinking? We're going out for drinks tonight, girl. We earned it. We're going to get some mega pints.
Ms. Heard, how many people have you shared the fact of abuse prior to 2015?
Objection, Your Honor. Leading.
How
Calls
many?
for hearsay.
How many?
Overruled. Roughly about 10.
Can you name them?
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
I think she can. It's not offered. It's just to show that she informed people before.
Look, she's arguing again from the podium. The judge knows her job. She knows whether or not she's going to rule on it. She's arguing from the podium. It's so unprofessional.
It's just to show that she informed people before. They're suggesting.
Objection, Your Honor. Can we approach? This is, again,
It's an approach. She's about trying to say it's inappropriate. Now look at her friend right here, just crack up laughing like, oh, good Lord. I'm going to have to deal with her tonight. Me and her going to have to watch some Notebook or something. No, it's going to be a little stronger than that. Maybe we'll watch Saw 1, 2, and 3. I don't know. I wish there was vodka in this water bottle. I'm having to deal with this shit. Good Lord. Dealing with the three stooges over here between the cat lady and object to himself and Mr. Hearsay. We are dealing with a shit show over here. You got her smiling. They're all like, oh, good Lord.
Now, you were asked whether you had consulted a medical doctor about any problems with your nose, correct?
That's correct.
And you indicated that you, in fact, had after the divorce,
objection,
correct?
leading.
Did you or did you not consult a ENT after the divorce?
Objection, leading.
Look, she's not even bothered to turn her microphone off anymore. It's just on.
Did you produce medical records to the defendants relating to this?
Objection, leading. Calls.
I'll sustain the objection.
Thank you.
It's leading. Next question.
And Your Honor, if we could, witness could be instructed not to answer until I've lodged my objection.
Wait for the objection, please.
Could we bring up Defendant's Exhibit 1077?
See what she's trying to do? She's trying to Chewbacca or whatever that thing's called, where her attorney is just trying to rapid fire questions, hoping she'll let one through. She won't even let the judge finish talking before she's like, okay, next thing.
Do you recognize this document?
My screen is black. Oh, sorry. Wait.
Because Michelle ain't doing her job.
Yes, I do.
And could you tell us what it is?
That's what my ENT, the ears, nose, and throat doctor, told me was
Objection, Your Honor.
the
Hearsay.
damage.
All right, when there's objection, please stop talking. Thank you. All right, I'll sustain the objection as to hearsay.
Neither one of them
Okay.
listen. Well, now we're figuring out why she hired her. Don't neither one of them listen. Look, she's whispered over.
What,
here
if
like,
any,
"Shit show."
you were asked if you had, it was suggested that you had not produced this in discovery. Is that true or false?
Objection, Your Honor. Leading.
Your Honor, she absolutely did that.
It's leading. It's leading question, though. I'll sustain the objection as to leading.
What, if anything, did you do to produce medical records to the defendant, to the plaintiff in this case?
I turned over all of my devices, and they had a
Lisa, she tried up hurry up right there to hurry up and get that answer out before she could say anything. They have talked. They have a system. They're like, I'm going to ask, and you just need to hurry up, try and get it out so the jury can hear before this hero of an attorney figures out what we're doing. You know, like, I mean, watch, it's right before your eyes.
Johnny's team had a third party or someone they selected as a third party go and pull all relevant documents from those devices, which I handed over.
Do you know how many were handed over?
Hundreds of thousands, I believe. Maybe.
Objection,
many
Your
more.
Honor. Lack of foundation.
Now, see, he's going to come in here from the side and be like, what in the hell? They're all like, now they're all paying attention, because if you'll remember the very beginning of the trial, it was frustrating because I think Depp's side let them get away with this shit way too much. And now they're paying attention and realizing just what a shit show her side is. I think they were under some weird impression that they would remain professional over here on her side, but I think they realized it is literally like watching Scooby-Doo.
All right, I'll sustain the objection. Next question.
And what, if anything, did you produce to the plaintiff in connection with your consultation with an ENT specialist relating to your nose?
Objection. Leading.
Sustained.
Foundation. Hearsay.
What if anything is not the cure-all? It's sustained.
See, she just had to tell her, what if anything is not the cure-all? Because this woman thinks that if she says, what if any, that means she should get any question out she wants to get out. Now she's got
When did you see an ENT specialist?
2017 or 2016 or 17.
And as a result of that consultation, what did you learn about your nose?
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
I'm not asking her to tell what they said.
No, I'll sustain the objection.
Get her. Again, what should concern you is this woman is standing there like she can't believe she's not getting away with this. Again, it should concern anyone that's ever gone to court with this woman, and God help you if she was on the other side, if she was getting away with this shit. This is why I wish things would change all over the world, not just in America. The fact that you have to have a lot of money in your bank to get a good lawyer, because I guarantee there's a lot of people in jail serving a lot of time that if you had Depp money or Elon Musk money or Jeff Bezos money, you'd be out sipping your mega pint.
What, if any, production did you make to the plaintiffs of your medical records with the ENT?
Objection, Your Honor. Lack of foundation.
She's on
If you want to lay a foundation.
Do you know whether the medical records from your EMT were produced in discovery in this
Objection,
case?
Your Honor. Lack of foundation calls for speculation.
I'm
I'm
asking.
overruled if she knows.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. And do you recall?
See, she's an idiot here because she's objected so much. All she said was yes. She was hoping she'd do a big old run on sentence here, but she just said yes. You could tell by the look in her face. She's like, oh God, I wish you'd have kept going.
And
Look,
do you recall?
look at her trying to figure out how to say it.
I'm trying.
In her face, or I'm trying.
What,
Let's see.
if anything, did the medical records reflect about your nose?
Objection, Your Honor, hearsay.
I'll sustain the objection.
Do you have injuries to your nose?
Yes.
Please describe those to the jury.
I have
I'm going to
a bunch of
object
scar
to
tissue.
I'm going to object to the extent it calls for hearsay and lack of foundation
Overruled.
and improper expert opinion.
Well,
She can certainly testify too.
we'll see where it goes. Go ahead.
Okay.
See, and she's like, she can certainly testify. Like, if I was this judge, I'd be like, don't tell me what I can. What?
Go ahead.
I have a significant amount of scar tissue in my nose.
Objection, Your Honor.
I'll sustain the objection.
She couldn't even get out one.
What, if
sentence.
any, difficulty do you have breathing?
Objection leading.
What, if anything? And that does cure on
No,
it.
it doesn't, but I'll overrule the objection.
Thank you. Do you remember the question?
I have a significant amount of trouble breathing at night, and I've been putting off having surgery for it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so debilitating. She's put off having surgery for it.
Now, you were asked about December 15, 2015, and Ms. Vasquez suggested that you did not report the abuse or the injuries to Aaron Falati. Do you recall that
Objection, Your
question?
Honor. Leading.
Your Honor, I'm entitled to go into what Ms. Vasquez asked.
The objection is leading. I'll sustain the objection.
Okay.
Yeah, we're definitely going out tonight, girl. We're gonna hit her. But like this is so bad.
Did you report, what, if anything, did you report to
Go to
Aaron
what if
Falati
anything?
about the abuse you sustained on 12/15/2015?
Objection leading and hearsay.
Approach.
See, now she said, get your asses up here because I'm sick of this shit. I will say it again. What is alarming to me is this attorney is apparently used to getting away with saying, what if any, and whatever judge she's went in front of has apparently let her get away with it so much. See, these two right here are laughing about it. That is hilarious. Look at them. They're like, what in the hell is this shit? I'm going out with you girls. I'm going to need it tonight. All right, little Ben, you can come with us. No, this is Ben. What we going to call him? Jacob. Well, it's okay, little Jacob. You can come. You can come with us. You're right. I'm coming with y'all asses. This is going to be, we're going to have a lot to talk about tonight. This is a nightmare. Look at her up here, snatching her papers, snatching her head. What if any covers everything? What if any should allow me to ask everything? What her shoe size is? What kind of bra she wears? I should be able to ask if she's had veneers put on her mouth. You know, look at this right here. All these times I have screwed with the court systems. Look at these. They're just, I don't know. He's over here. I don't know, drawing his next NFTs. I don't know. This dude with his little bitty post-its, he's going through the rule book going, all right, well, let's get ready for this shit. It's gonna, I need to be prepared for whatever snaky shit they're going to try and slide in. That's so funny. Look at her. I said, and this, and this is what I should be able to do. Judge, you don't know how to do your job. I know how to do everybody's job. And I'm the one that gets to dictate what we do around here. Holy shit. She's like, oh, do I need to get up? Nope. What's going on? Look at him. I think that little monitor is up there that shows them what's going on up here. She about got up. She's like, look at her. Still. I should be able to do everything I want to do. This is my courtroom. And she is paying us a whole shit ton of money. And we are sucking right now. So please, Lord, throw me a bone, Judge. Throw me a bone. I want, who bought your muffins this morning, Judge? You corrupt. Oh my God. Look how long they're eating away their time doing this shit. He's over here with his post-its. He's figuring out where he's going on vacation this summer. Oh my Lord. She's looking up TikTok videos of people doing the reenactments of this trial. We got more and more post-its here. We got with some post-its. We got her. See, she checked Twitter. I'm just kidding. She did. Lord knows we ain't gonna be having none of that going on. Look, oh, here it is. Okay. I don't know what has happened, but look right here. Sean got his head in his hands. Okay. So he's trying to hide his laughing. This dude can't hide it. Okay. Watch. I don't know what has happened here, but he is cracking the hell up. See, look at him. He's hiding it better. Look, they're starting to notice. Look, this dude right here notices. This chick right here notices. He is cracking up. Look at him. Watch him. Look at her right here in the red. They all see him cracking up. He's like, oh my God, I cannot contain it. Oh, look at them. They are, oh my Lord. It's so bad. He has to get up, walk out of the court. Watch. Look, camera people who are doing this is pretty funny. Look. Look, she's cracking up. He's like, I got to. He has to look. He's holding it back better. He is holding it back. So look, he's laughing now, shaking his head. Whatever was said, I wished I would have been there for it because he lost it. Now look, she's up her. She got her back. I got you back, girl. I got you back. First round's on me after what you've had to deal with today.
Did you tell Nurse Filati on 12/16/2015 about the injuries you sustained from the 12/15/2015 attack?
I did. I believe I sent her pictures too.
Okay. And did you text with Nurse Filati on 12/16/2015 about the injuries that you had suffered as a result of Mr. Depp's attack on you on 12/15?
Yes, she guided me through a concussion check.
And did you tell Connell Cowan about the injuries you sustained?
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
It's prior consistent statements, Your Honor.
See, here she's
All right, I'm going to sustain the
from the
objection.
podium again.
Next question.
Do you recall Dr. Laurel Anderson testifying that she saw two black eyes
Objection,
on
Your Honor.
12/17?
Leading.
Sustain as to leading.
Okay. What, if anything, do you recall from Laurel Anderson's testimony in this case about what she observed on 12/17/2015?
The question is this.
Objection, Your Honor. This is outside the scope of cross-examination.
It's prior consistent statements.
I'm going to sustain the objection.
It's observations for
I'm
the
gonna-
12/17, the same day.
Sustain the objection. Next question.
May I approach?
Okay.
Approach again. This is horrible. I mean, this is horrible. Makes her side look so incompetent. They can't even get out a string of 4 questions in a row. Shit, I don't know, 3.
When in December did you see Dr. Laurel Anderson?
Objection, lack of foundation.
Overruled.
I saw her 2 days after the attack.
So on what day did you see her then?
That would have been the 17th of December, 2016, and I told her what happened.
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
No, sustain the objection.
And when did you see Dr. Connell Cowan?
I saw him the next day, December 16th, is my best recollection.
Look at her ready. Look at her.
Let's jump to East Asia for a moment. And we saw a number of pictures from the backless dress.
Look at her. She's like, where is she going here now?
What, if any, motivation would you have?
See, she's doing this what if anything. She got away with this in the beginning. They didn't object. Now look at her face where I paused it right now.
To claim that Mr. Depp was kneeling on your back, knowing you had a backless dress.
Objection, Your Honor. Leading.
I think I can bring
calls for
that out.
speculation.
It's still leading. I'll sustain the objection.
Okay. why did you say that Mr. Depp was kneeling on your back in East Asia?
In the closet of the hotel room in Tokyo, I said that because it happened to me. And it would have been much more convenient if I was making it up to not include that detail, knowing I had a backless dress and I walked to press.
So look what she's saying right here. Now, I said it because I know it would sound ridiculous and I didn't have any evidence that he did it. So of course it happened, or I wouldn't have said it. I'd have lied about it. Like,
Line and got photographed,
making
it up to not include that detail, knowing I had a backless dress and I walked to press line and got photographed.
Holy hell.
Now, we've heard testimony about Mr. Depp making a total of $65 million in 2015 and 2016 from his experts.
Objection, Your Honor.
Why did
leading
I haven't asked the question yet.
hearsay? I mean,
Why did you not ask for $32.5 million from Mr. Depp?
Your Honor, leading.
I said, why did you not ask?
Irrelevant.
I'll
The
sustain the
explanation.
objection, sustain the objection to leading. Next question.
Why, can I just ask, why did you not ask for $32.5 million from Mr. Depp?
I said, why can I just ask?
Because I didn't want
Ask and answer.
Asking the judge if she can ask her own witness a question. That's how bad it's gotten.
Why did you not ask for $32.5 million from Mr.
At the top, the security guy just walked back in. They're coming from the top, but she's asking.
Why, can I just ask, why did you not ask for $32.5 million from Mr. Depp?
Because I didn't want
Asked and answered, relevance.
Oh, overruled, good.
Because I didn't want it. I realized that that's what I was entitled to, but I didn't want it.
Now, remember what she just says here. I didn't want it. It was entitled to. Yeah, Ed Blackler testified to the fact that she wanted everything, every debt they'd accrued during their marriage. He had to pay for without her having any tax liability to it. That would have made the equivalent of Johnny Depp having to earn $30 million to pay for it. He had to earn $30 million to give her what she got in that divorce. They want to think that it's only $7 million. He had to pay $500,000 to attorney fees. He had to pay that $13 million of the wine bills and God only knows what else, all the other bills that the God knows only clothes or whatever else she charged up. He had to pay all that off. So she did get the equivalent of pulling $30 million out of his ass. So this is all bullshit.
That simple.
Yeah, it ain't that simple. You'd like it to be, but you didn't even give the $7 million to charity like she said she was going to do. No, she said she did.
The tape recording that was played that has you laughing quite a bit. Can you tell the jury what the context of that particular tape recording was?
I don't really recall a whole lot about what was going on. I know we had been fighting kind of ad nauseum and in this sort of loop, if you will, and I'm doing my best to not show my pain. That's what
she's laughing and mocking him and belittling him so she doesn't show her pain. Think about how deep you got to go into the bullshit tunnel to pull that turd out.
was trying to do. Was trying to be tough, not show what kind of pain I was in.
Trying to be tough by ridiculing somebody.
Now,
belittling them, and
Ms.
laughing
Vasquez
in their face.
asked you about how you got your role in Aquaman. Could you please describe to the jury how you got your role in
Yes.
Aquaman?
I auditioned, not Johnny. I auditioned. I worked really hard, and I went to where we were filming the first movie, Justice League. I went, I think, 5.5 months early before filming commenced, when I heard that they wanted to fire me, and so I put myself in the job.
Objection, Your Honor, hearsay.
Sustain.
Keep it away.
I worked really
what they
hard.
said.
I worked really hard on that.
See how they are. They planned this shit. Now she's like, she's just gonna keep rolling with. I work hard. Which did you work hard on your backside if you went out shut up 5.5 months early and stayed around? Were you looking for the directors, the producers, the lighting gals? I mean, what were you doing? How many trailers did you visit?
And
Maybe we should ask Kevin Costner that question.
had to prove myself. And I did that for, even though I was only filming for 6 days, I was there for 6 months.
Think about that.
Just worked my butt off. That's why.
What would you do at a shoot that you only had 6 days, but you were there 6 months? What in the hell you think she was doing?
What, if any, role did Mr. Depp play in your getting Aquaman?
He tried to have me fired from it.
Objection, Your Honor. Speculation.
All right, I'll sustain his speculation.
How do you know that he tried to have you fired?
Objection, Your Honor. Calls for speculation and hearsay and lack of foundation.
I'm trying to lay a foundation.
All right, if you lay a foundation.
I saw it. I saw the emails. I saw the texts.
I'll sustain the objection as to hearsay. Next question.
See? She can't, they can't.
You were asked about Isaac Baruch and why and that he saw no marks. What is your recollection of your interaction with Isaac Baruch during the week of May 22nd?
I saw Isaac when I was coming or going, meaning I was leaving or arriving to the building. I saw him at a distance. We did not have a in-depth conversation, nor would we. And I told him, actually, right after it happened, what his friend had done.
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
I don't think it's offered to prove the truth of the matter asserted.
I'll sustain the objection. Next question.
Okay. Stay away from what was said. Can you just tell us what interaction you had with him and his opportunity to observe you with absolutely no makeup?
Objection,
That's
Your Honor.
impossible.
Leading.
I'll sustain the objection. It's leading.
She keeps telling her what she wants her to say. It's horrible. She knows what she's doing. Her attorney right now is testifying for her for the jury. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. And they both know what's happening because she has such a shitty defense. This is the tactics they got to resort to.
Please describe for the jury your interaction with Isaac Baruch during the week of May 22nd.
Well, not only did I have makeup on, but I did attempt to kind of let him know what happened.
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
I'll sustain the objection. Next question.
You were asked some questions about Officer Melissa Science's testimony. What, if anything, do you recall relating to Officer Melissa Science's testimony relating to your injuries?
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
Your Honor said I could redirect after the cross-examination when she...
Look, she's testifying. Look what she's doing. Look at these people right here. They are in shock. I mean, they look at them like they cannot believe that somebody with such a wants to believe she's such a high-profile client would act like this in a courtroom. I mean, if something doesn't fan the flames of desperation or show you they're grabbing at straws here. They are trying to look at him in the back here. It's like, look at what they're doing. This is stupid. I cannot believe this shit. I didn't go to law school for all this shit. I've been practicing law for 7,000 years. I ain't never seen no done dumb shit like this before. What in the absolute hell is going on here? Look, we're going out for drinks with the girls later. You know, we're all sitting around.
I recall her saying that she didn't feel that the state I was in was enough.
Well, look, we're skipping again.
And what about the property damage?
Objection. Calls for speculation.
Do you know?
Yes.
Please tell us.
As much friendship at that time as I could possibly get.
Now, the video showed him laying his head on your shoulder. Can you describe for the jury what the interaction was?
Oh, it skipped James Franco part. What's going on with law and crime over here? That was the part where they asked her about James Franco and him being in the elevator. And James Franco came to visit you the day after. Remember that he came up the 22nd. All this between them was supposed to have happened on the 21st. And she was so sad and so crushed by it. She's all smiling and leaning up next to James Franco, who brings like an overnight sack on his back. Yeah, she's real sad.
Saying what was said, what the interaction was that led to that.
He, after seeing my face, put his
Objection, Your
head on
Honor.
my
Calls for
shoulder.
speculation.
That doesn't call for speculation. If she sees that he sees her.
He touched the side of my
I'll
face
sustain the
too.
objection.
And
Okay.
again,
And look at all this shit going on. She has sustained the objection, and this one right here is still talking. Her attorney's still talking. It is
Your Honor, if we can instruct the witness
If
to.
you could wait till after the objection, please. All right, next question.
What did Mr. Franco do on the elevator before laying his head on your shoulder?
He touched the side of my face and responded to what he saw.
The problem is we had video evidence of them getting in that elevator. We never saw that dude touch her face. So
We talked about
conveniently enough, even though she's rushing to get him in that elevator so nobody sees him, this happened apparently, walking up to the elevator, not where the cameras are.
you were shown a bunch of newspaper headlines, and there was one in particular referring to sexual violence. What, if anything, did Mr. Waldman do to you relating to that article?
Objection, Your Honor. Lack of foundation, calls for speculation.
What did he do to her?
Unintelligible. I don't understand the question.
Overruled, we'll see where it goes.
He was carrying the paper that had that headline on it that he leaked and threw it at me at the UK trial. We were unfortunately sat.
Also, Miss Waldman's can leak shit, but TMZ somehow winds up with the video that she took. Now they own the copyright for her, but she don't know how that
Kind of actually literally next to one another with COVID spacing in between us. And he threw the paper down at me as he sat down with that on the cover.
And where was that?
In the UK, at the UK trial.
Objection, Your Honor. This is beyond the scope.
That's not beyond the
No,
scope.
overruled.
Thank you. Why did you tweet about the makeup and
How
Mr.
she argues, she's like, no, it's not beyond the scope. Like, shut up and let the judge make her ruling.
Waldman?
Because he was calling me a liar and a hoaxer and that this was an elaborate hoax just to get Johnny.
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
I'll sustain the objection. Next question. Next question.
Yeah, okay.
Look, what's your face right here? What's your? Looks like she stepped on a bee.
Next question.
Yeah, okay. I don't have any more questions, Your Honor.
All right,
We're done.
thank you. All right.
Go
Ma'am, you can have a
ahead.
seat next to your attorney, okay? You can,
She had no more questions because she was stumped. She couldn't get the shit by her today. It was hilarious. I mean, hilarious. Oh, one more second. Okay, and I'm going to leave you with this. Whoever made this Lego freaking golden ticket. Okay, look at this. This flipping hilarious. Johnny with his mega pint, and we know what that is. We all know what that is, and it didn't come from a dog. Well, that, guys, hope you enjoyed this. It was an impromptu just because I saw that ping pong thing that Cat Lady was doing. And then there was so many objections, and watching Amber Heard's attorneys try and do what they were doing, and then watching his security guard laugh so hard he had to get up, walk out. Like, that was happening. Like, you know what I mean? A small snippet. And then I did the IO video earlier. I'm probably going to release this tomorrow, but I did that. So this will probably come out. Say it's Tuesday right now, so I'll probably put this one out Wednesday tomorrow. But that IO one I did before this one, it's just a reminder of how IO really acted towards a Depp supporter, that Brian fella. And so I suggest you go watch it if you haven't seen it, just as a reminder how these people really are behind the scenes when they're all acting all self-righteous. All right, guys, have a good one. Like, subscribe, all that crazy stuff. All right, talk to you later. Bye.